Okay. What do we got next here? Oh yeah, this bitch. I shouldn't say that bad. I don't know that girl that well, but
I don't know either.
talk about. I like all
Never
that
met
well.
her.
Like I know her even a little bit. I don't know her at all. You know something. Look. More power to this person. I don't have anything against. I'm not a hater.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's too much hate in the world for me to go hating on somebody. I don't know. But
there's so many people out there that actually deserve real, true hate.
Yes, she's not Hitler. But I will say, just hearing about her gets on my fucking nerves. Kim Kardashian, man.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like, this is somebody who really hasn't, from what I know, I don't really follow her life, so I can't say fairly whether she has done anything to achieve the money and fame that she has. But whenever I see her, I can't find anything that she's done besides fuck somebody on tape.
No, she's like she's the daughter of the guy who defended OJ, I believe.
Wait a minute, you talking?
Yeah.
You talking about what's his name? No, I can't be him.
That's him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's her dad, the guy who he was one of the he was on the
not the one that died. How come I just know this? Everybody knows this guy.
He died. Yeah, he's dead. I'm blanking out on his name too.
Wow, why come I can't? Because he's the one that says if the glove don't fit, you got to quit.
No, not that guy.
Okay, because that guy's dead too.
No, oh yeah, that's right. I forget he's dead. Oh shit. Damn, because it didn't pay to be on
Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran, yeah.
I was like, I don't think that's Johnny Cochran's.
No. He was. Let me see here.
I'll look it up. Let me find. I guess the thing is, let me see who Kim Kardashian even is. 'Cause I don't follow her enough to even know who the fuck she is, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you who she is. She got famous by making a fucking sex video.
Yeah,
that's her claim to fame. Yeah, look up her dad, because now I'm trying to remember if her dad was the was fighting against.
Let me see. I'll go to good old Wikipedia right here.
Mm-hmm.
Read about her. Educate those who don't know her. Apparently, I'm the only one in this country that doesn't know. But in case there's one other person out there who doesn't, Kimberly Kim Kardashian Humphries, born October 1980, an American socialite, television personality, model, and actress. She is the daughter of late attorney Robert Kardashian.
There you
and
go.
is known for a sex tape with her former boyfriend Ray J. You know Ray J, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ray J singer. You know, I know Ray J because he used to be on the Sinbad show.
Well, I knew Ray J because he fucked Kim Kardashian.
As well as her E-reality series that she shares with her family, Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
But there's her dad, Robert
Kardashian.
Robert Kardashian. Now look him up, because I want to say what was he?
Yeah, he did die in 2003. Right. Was an American attorney and businessman, best known as one of the attorneys for and a friend of O.J. Simpson.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
So she was somewhat of a socialite before this came out, but her biggest claim to fame. All right, so they list all this stuff here. Let's see. Socialite, television personality, model, and actress, but really she just fucked somebody.
No, she fucked somebody.
And that's how she got famous.
The same thing, well, even though Paris Hilton was born into money, nobody really knew about Paris Hilton until she fucking had a sex tape get released. And the same thing with this girl, to where as soon as that sex tape came out, all of a sudden, like, she got all this attention, and then it drew the attention of the guy from American Idol, the host. Fuck that fucking asshole. The
Simon Cowell?
No, not Simon Cowell.
The black dude?
Now you're making me fucking forget shit. No, the host, the guy.
Seacrest.
Seacrest, Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest. Yeah, his company, his production company, decided to have a reality show based on her and her family.
And I guess it was a hit.
It took off. It's a fucking huge hit.
Hey, wasn't Paris Hilton kind of famous before, and then the sex tape really like made her kind of infamous because
she was out on the scene a lot.
Because what I used to, Paris Hilton was the same way that Kim Kardashian was to me now, where I would watch a movie. Like there was a point where she became so trendy in Hollywood that directors would just put her in a movie.
That was right after the sex tape.
Was it right after the sex tape?
It was right after the sex tape.
I'd always see her in that fucking chihuahua.
Yeah.
And then the camera would just kind of brush by her real quick just to show you, hey, our movie's cool because we got Paris Hilton in it. Look at this. And then all these movies are usually bullshit sometimes.
Yeah, like she was just getting fame. Well, and this is the part I don't remember, at least with Paris Hilton, to where she was at least out there in the public eye all the time. and she was hot enough, and she was like always dressed up so skanky enough to where the paparazzi fucking loved her. I mean, you couldn't pick up a magazine without seeing her in it. And I think around that time when that happened, that tape got out, which people who were just like, people who had no idea, that's when she became kind of a household name, because that fucking tape like really pushed up her career. Everyone was talking about her. That's when she got her TV show going on. And all kinds of other shit, you know, that she fucking blew up because of that sex tape, you know?
Well,
and that's the one interesting thing that they always bring up is that, you know, with these reality shows, I always notice, like, that's like some part of, like, the tragedy of their celebrity where it gets brought up, like, hey, how do you feel now, you know, after, you know, you got your TV show, how do you feel now about that sex tape that's still out there? And these girls like to talk about, like, it haunts them still. Like, yeah, you know, I wish it would just go away, but, you know, what can I do?
Shit, they say that, but after a while, you know, when that fucking $1 million checks start coming in and be like,
oh, yeah.
Shit, I look at this and I think, shit, I could fuck somebody on tape. Why not put that out there?
Oh, dude, everyone, and that's the thing, though. Everyone, I think, because of this, because of the stardom of Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian, I've told you this before, all these girls who are in Hollywood, you know, they look at this as like, wow, I can make it just by doing this, by just having a sex tape out there with some fucking guy nobody gives a shit about. There's rumors around that it's out there. I come into play and saying I don't want this to be seen. All of a sudden, I make a deal with the fucking Vivid that usually releases these tapes, and then you're sitting on fucking money. People know you. It's the best publicity. Any fucking Hollywood star with no fucking anybody who's around Hollywood that has no real fucking talent can really like sell themselves with, and it'll blow them up because people love talking about this kind of shit.
I hope not. Well, you know, it doesn't always work for everybody. I remember seeing the sex tape for. Oh, do you remember the whole thing with the skaters?
Skaters.
I forgot Nancy Kerrigan.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nancy Kerrigan and the girl who beat her.
Which one did the beating?
It was Tanya Harding.
Tanya Harding. Okay,
Tanya Harding was the one who hired somebody to beat up. Yeah, beat up the girl.
Tanya Harding had a sex tape.
She did, and that shit was nasty.
I saw
it. Yeah, I saw it.
It's funny. We won't say why we saw it, but we saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Even in, hey man, and I was ready. You know, I sat down. I had my, my hand all greased up, had my penis up and erect and everything, and I was ready to go. And I looked at that tape, and I looked down, and my shit just said, wow.
I know. Because when you saw her, she was like a little too muscular. Her tits kind of looked weird. I mean, she looked like
I don't know what it
nasty,
was. Yeah, it was something it was something weird about it. It was just
it was weird because it looked like it was shot in your parents' bedroom.
Yeah, it was a little bit too homegrown to me. And I like amateur porn. Don't get me wrong. I like the amateur shit.
I know you do.
I was just kind of like, no, this is too close to home, and that's not even my home. I don't even live there, and I just feel like
that looks like the bed I caught my parents fucking on. Like, no, that is too much. But yeah, she did one that failed. The biggest one I can think really right now is Lawrence. Remember when Lawrence Fishburne's kid fucking did his sex
how can
tape?
I forget the great Chippy D?
Yes, Chippy D. She made all out porn, but you haven't heard from her since then.
That's true.
Yeah, there was because I think she was too into it. She did it legitimately, where she wanted to be.
Yeah, she got into it. There's something scandalous about when something sneaks out. You know, you want to see it when you know somebody doesn't want you to see it. But when Chippy D got on there and start, spreading her ass, just smiling and shit, and talking about her leopard booty and shit. I think you haven't heard from her because I think Lawrence Fishburne tied her ass up in the basement. You are never getting out of here again.
She fucking called up Samuel Jackson to fucking chain her up to a radiator or something.
You got the sickness up in you.
I can't let you do this to my boy over here. You're embarrassing him. He's having a hard time enough. Did you see Predators?
He wasn't acting in that. He was really crazy because of what you did.
Oh my God! But all these girls, all they have, the one person they all have to thank is Pamela Anderson, of course, because Pamela Anderson, I think she is the one that defined this whole business of getting yourself out there with a sex tape, because she did it with
Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee, yeah.
Tommy Lee. I never saw it either.
Oh, you never saw that?
Nah, man, that was just
what?
It got to a point where
How can you not see that? Especially if you have the internet. I mean, they still have that shit popping up on websites everywhere.
I just haven't seen it. It's something about, like I said, she was a little too glammed up, a little too famous. I like looking at the people who look like, that like they really like doing it. That's what the whole
that's what that tape was, though. I mean, even though it was the worst shot tape out of all the sex tapes out there, that was the worst one because that camera was fucking everywhere. That camera would be on her ass, and then it'd be on the carpet. You're like,
that's the other thing I heard. Like, it's hard for me to get into like something when. Look, if you can't keep the camera fucking still, it's like, cause me, I'll be sitting up there trying to get off, oh yeah, right, oh fuck, man, why'd you move that shit? I was like, that was getting into that, right? Okay, well, you got a good angle right here. Oh fuck, God, you keep still.
I know, yeah. Who's fucking operating this camera, Mr. Magoo?
Stop moving that shit around. Maybe that's why I didn't want to see it, because I heard it was just like kind of like the Tanya Harding tape. It just wasn't that sexy.
No, it wasn't, especially when you got fucking Tommy Lee's dick. Like, fucking, you see more of his dick in that tape than anything else.
Maybe I think I heard that too.
Yeah. I took that tape to a party one time. And
what kind of party did you go to?
Oh, this is a crazy one. A friend of mine told everybody that I had it. So they're like,
party.
So I went. There was a lot of girls there. There was a lot of. I remember a lot of girls were more enthusiastic about seeing it than it seemed like everyone else.
I believe you.
And when you watched it, I swear to God, everyone got laid that night because all the girls were like really like, because you see fucking Tommy Lee's dick throughout that whole fucking thing, and all those girls. I mean, you could tell. Everyone was like, everyone's getting laid tonight.
Except me. Yeah, no, you're looking around the room. Like,
I'm going home with my tape.
You watch for about 10 minutes, turn around, and like, hey, where did everybody go? Go.
Oh, my God.
Looking at Kim Kardashian, man, I never got into it, but it's funny because on her wedding day, the sales of her video spiked, man. They like 2 million visits to her site.
2 fucking million, dude. And I read a story that a majority of it too was from Ireland, I believe, which I don't know if they just got the internet in Ireland or something, but apparently they said they got record numbers from Ireland alone the day of her wedding.
Jesus,
which
so
is
that means
insane.
That means like 1 in every 2 people in Ireland has been jacking off to Kim Kardashian's sex tape.
I know, and all you can think about is like, I mean, with this story too, I've heard other stories where people were sending the guy who she's getting married to, we're sending him like messages and shit like this, basically showing him, look, this is your wife who fucked Ray J, and Ray J's all over that fucking tape going, yeah, I'm fucking this girl hardcore, and she's like, yeah, fuck me, baby, and like, all I'm wondering is like, this guy, I hope it's legitimate love, because I mean, it's like, I don't know what this guy is going through where he has to realize, wow, I just married a chick who
You married
famous
a chick who got
fucking Ray
famous
J.
for fucking somebody and got some money behind fucking somebody. You knew the game before you got into it.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong? I mean, you gotta be stupid.
I know.
I mean, we're making jokes like if when they're at the reception, when he opens up one of his wedding gifts, I'd be surprised if one of them is not that fucking tape. And you know what? When he opens it up, he better say thank you.
Exactly. You know what? Honestly, I was like, they should take it a step further. They should have had Ray J there. Presenting the wedding ring.
Like the rain bearer?
Yeah, the ring bearer.
Here you go, brother.
Do you take this fine piece of fucking booty?
Which I had.
Yeah.
Several times.
Which you can order the video. They have like a fucking table with the video.
Outside, yeah.
Display, yeah.
Right across the street, that's on the fucking tape.
No shit. Like, you can catch all the action right here on this one tape. Specially priced for this wedding.
I like those fucking, that God Hates Fags church.
Oh, yeah. What was that? Westboro Church? Westboro, yeah.
Yeah, you got, how you stand across the street at a funeral? Like they can only be so many feet away before it's legal. That's what people do with that tape. Like they're as far back as they legally can be from the church. Yeah. Hey, you see that bitch come out the church? You can watch her getting fucked on this DVD right here. Get it while it's hot.
Kim K Superstar. I love that. And now I love the fact now that it actually says, forever it said Kim K Superstar. Now it says featuring Ray J. like Ray J's getting a piece of that too. Like, hey, what about, I'm the one who fucked her.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What about me?
Yeah, I work out a deal quick to the motherfucker. Look,
God.
I'll tell you real quick, man. Unless I was like hosting a children's show, unless I was like Mr. Rogers. If I was like Mr. Rogers or something, that'd be... I kind of be like, well, there goes my career as a children's show host. Like, can't be on a children's show and fucking people.
Oh
on camera,
no, you can't.
But you know what? Outside of that, if a sex tape of mine came out and I was popular enough to like really not stop it, and there was money coming in, I'd be like, fuck it. You know what? What am I gonna do at this point?
Yeah, you have to.
Hey, look, I'm a human being. I'll fuck.
Yeah,
all right? I fucked something. Hopefully, if it's a tape that comes out, it's something I was proud to tape. You didn't catch me one night when I was drunk and slumming it and wake up with some woman who's eating rocks.
It ended up looking like that Screech sex tape that came out.
Oh, yeah, no. You can't be waking up. No. If like with my life today, like it is right now, if the tape came out and I had a hot girl on there and it leaked, and God forbid, I'd hope it never does, but if it did, I'd be like, man.
Why would you care?
What can I do?
Why would you care? You're a guy who gives a fuck. It's like if nothing more, it'll get bitches even more interested.
Exactly.
I mean, that's all. So
I'm not encouraging people to do that. Because there was one guy on the site who was like, I'm thinking about directing porn. What do you think about this? It's like, do you remember we asked that?
I think so. Yeah.
I was like, man, really, you got no other options. Come on,
Yeah, there's not too many people that actually make a successful career. That's something you become embarrassed about later on.
Yeah.
Especially when people start finding out and you have to explain yourself or try to make up a lie. It's like, I wasn't thinking. I was drunk. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not. You know what? Anybody ever saying that? That's not sexy, and that's something nobody ever wants to see.
Yeah.
None of your friends care to see that shit.
When I was a kid, man, I used to watch. I was a horny kid. I'm talking about like when I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch Ed Powers.
Oh yeah, I remember
series of movies like I guess Dirty Debutantes and stuff like that. And,
Dirty Debutantes, yeah.
And I downloaded one recently just for old time's sake to see if I was still into it. Like, and it's the creepiest fucking thing, man.
Dude, I've seen those, and it's embarrassing because you see that once. And even back then, like when I saw it, I was like, "What the fuck is this? Is like beyond creepy. This is a guy that looks like he works at a fucking garage sale. If anybody, he looks like he has a garage sale. He looks just like the creepiest fucking guy you can ever imagine.
He looks like the creepiest doorman at the sleaziest, cheapest strip joint
with the ponytail, yeah,
and that weird ass beard. And
he had a weird ass beard. He was balding. He was balding with a ponytail. He wore fucking glasses. He wore like really weird wire rim glasses, and he was completely out of shape. And not to say I was paying attention, but that dude had the smallest dick ever. I mean, and seeing him try to fuck these girls who were obviously he would, but I've seen I saw one where this girl was kind of laughing, like you could tell she was like, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm getting paid for it, and that's when I was like, I can't watch those anymore. I was like, I'm gonna go to the professional made shit. That's when honestly that ruined my whole image of amateur porn.
It didn't for me, but there was a time I used to be able to look past that, but it's like, man, I can't, because these girls, I saw one where they've actually started the careers of a lot of these actresses that some of them that we see.
I'm sure.
One was a girl called Shane. Popular back.
Oh yeah. She does Shane's World. She did that for a while.
Yeah, she did that. I don't know what ever happened to it, but she started with those guys.
Yeah, man. I saw a video where it was her. I thought it was her, but she brought in that guy Ed Powers, and she's like, "Oh look, this is the video that we did."
That's the one I saw recently, man. Yeah, that's the tape that I saw.
Okay.
Like I'm talking about like a month ago. I downloaded that.
Are you sure you didn't steal my tape from my room? From my basement?
Our sleazy minds think alike.
I know.
Because I know the one you're talking about. Because she was on. She showed a video of herself when she was 18, and she had black hair, and she was all like hairy and everything. And they would it was just kind of weird the way they were asking her to bend over and shit. Yeah. And even back then, that's what it was. Like they would just. these guys would just get off while she would just stand there and look at them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's kind of weird to me, but whatever. and then you think years later, like, okay, she's a professional and they brought her back in. They're obviously paying her. She's she's ready to fuck them now.
Oh yeah.
And she would not fuck this guy. She would not fuck that guy at Powers, man. She was, cause he was asking, he was like, yeah, I'd like to put it up in you and do this. And she was just like, no.
Yeah. She's like,
Now, she did a lot, She did
Yeah.
to the point where I was like, fuck, man, at this point, you might as well go ahead and fuck this guy. But she was lying on bed with him, and she's just kind of like, no, I'll do all of this, but...
No, I've surpassed you
Yeah.
as far as the porn business goes. I got my own fucking videos. Don't worry, I'm not worried about fucking you anymore. Yeah, I don't need to fuck you to help my career.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And the way these guys talk, they kind of talk like an old Jewish vaudevillian guy. I'm sure it was a Jersey accent, but to me, they were like, hey, I found you on the beach, and I asked you what you were doing, and you said, hey, I'm just out here sunbathing. I thought you looked nice. So I said, hey, why don't you come back and let me videotape while I fuck you?
Sound like you're on old time radio.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah. Hey, you in the porn?
Yeah.
Let's go back to the house and take your top off, take your bottoms off, and let me fuck your ass. That'll be fun.
Can I bang your Keisha?
Yeah, it'll be the bee's knees. It'll be the catch me out. Yeah, I was crazy, man, watching that. I was just kind of like, I hate to say it, because that's another thing. Those guys' homes look like shit.
Yeah, they do.
Fuck, man, you got fucking trash everywhere in here. It's like, can't you even clean up when these
It's like their
girls come in?
apartment. Like it's not even a home. It's more like an apartment where you're like, oh, that's an apartment, all right. You just know it.
Yeah, it looked like an apartment that they like had since they were in college.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't clean up and shit. And I was just like, I said, hey man, I hate to say it because I'm not looking at porn for the guy, but it does help to have a good-looking guy in there to make it at least believable, make it look like these girls are into these guys.
Yeah.
Because when you see them in the guys like this, it gets to a point where you just see past that and you like see these girls are like, I'm just doing it for the money.
Because the majority of guys, I'm sure, are watching that. They don't want to see a guy that looks like them because it looks kind of pathetic, and you're like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I might as well. Why did I rent this? I just stand in a fucking mirror. And,
Yeah, I'm not. You're right. That's the
Jerk
thing.
off.
It's like I'm kind of looking at this and see, guys who get girls, so I can buy into it. Like,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, these are guys who, they can fuck a girl. Look at this guy. But when I see a guy like these, and granted, Ed Powers has made an industry now, and he wins all kind of awards, adult video awards and shit. But looking at that, I was like, man, I can't. This is creeping me out for some reason.
Oh,
I cannot.
It is.
I can't do it. And I thought it was gonna be like the old days. Like, oh yeah, boy, let me get back to some
Sexy time.
old school masturbation.
Yeah.
Boy. I was like, ugh, I can't do this, man.
No, you can't. And the thing is, like, I've gotten to the point to at least where I'm catching myself watching less and less porn these days, only because I feel like, wow, some of these girls, it's like you've seen their careers from the very beginning when they were like, when they first started to win, they're like finally like around their 30s, because the average lifespan of a porn star, I think, is until they hit about their late 20s. And then you don't ever see them again.
Unless they're like really big superstars.
Unless they're huge superstars, which the last huge superstars, the last girl who was the last huge superstar was Jenna Jameson, who transcended the whole porn thing, and actually you started seeing her more in like legitimate. She was almost becoming a household name in a way. And you don't really see that anymore these days. A lot of these girls now kind of come and go.
Unless you're into the MILFs. And stuff
yeah,
like
that too. Because sometimes these girls, they go into retirement and then they come back and they start doing the whole MILF thing.
Because I tell you what, man. I'm like you, man. I'm not gonna say that I've become desensitized, but these days I look at it and I'm just kind of like, it's not doing it for me like it used to.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was watching it with a chick, or maybe if I was like, or maybe I found something that was just some girl that I just really appealed to me. But like I haven't been on the internet to, besides the couple of, like recently I've been doing stuff for nostalgia, and I don't even think I'm doing it just to get off. Like I'm doing it just like I wonder.
You're for curiosity's sake.
Like I'll go looking for like there was one chick I was looking for. Her name was it's a black girl. Oh fuck! What was her name? Angel Kelly.
Okay.
Angel Kelly. When I was a kid, man, she used to be in all these porns that I saw, and I was like, I wonder what she's doing. And then look up and you can't hardly find anything on her except maybe she has a family or something. And I was like, how crazy is that? But then you're like, huh, you know, I think I'll go back and revisit some of those memories, and then I'll download a porn that she's in, and I'll look at it and just like, I don't know what's wrong, but I'm just not feeling it like I used to.
I'm not. Yeah, I've outgrown her or something.
Maybe I'm into real girls.
I know. That's the thing. You get into like real girls, and you just you come. I think it is. You become desensitized to the whole lie of it all. And just to the point where you just get bored of it. You know, it's like you've seen, like, how many times can I see this girl take it up her ass? I mean, I'm sorry, but that gets boring after a while. I'm like, all right, you know, I've seen this.
That's what
before.
I thought. There was a time when I was just like, I would explode when I saw anything. When I just saw a nipple, I was like,
crazy.
Fuck,
yeah, you're like, oh, wow,
like,
you know.
Like, now I'm just kind of
so
like,
just like, whatever.
Maybe it's because I'm just kind of like, my attitude, like, I hate this. I'm not a sexist. I'm not abusive towards women, but you know, maybe my attitude is towards women is just kind of like, I don't give a fuck. You know, I could, unless you and I really got a good conversation going on, or we got a thing going on, or we gonna end up, you know, hooking up or something. I don't care less what you got to say. And it ain't just you. It's you know, there's a lot of people, guys and girls, but women especially. When you come up with all that, hey, you know, and I know you just trying to flirt, and there's nothing else past that. It's like, get the fuck on.
I noticed just like I don't really care about girls that I just don't know. Like, you know, just any girl you can see on the street, any girl that you can see in a porno who's just doing it for the first time. Even if she's attractive as hell, I find myself almost not caring, to where I was more into like celebrities who are like taking off their clothes in movies, like the whole basis of what celebrity skin is. To where they go look at videos, the movies, and they find like clips of actresses taking off their tops.
Yeah,
I got turned on more to that than I actually did regular porn. To where I'm like, you know, anybody who's like, oh, she's getting naked, so what? Go watch a porno. No, I don't, because this person, I have a sense of who she is, what she's doing. I know she has a career in acting. Like, I know all these things about her, which makes it more interesting. And when I get to see her naked, it's like a bonus. It's like a fucking bonus and a half, especially when, you know, you have like some of these girls who are celebrities that end up accidentally having a sex tape.
Yeah.
I will be into that because I followed their career. I know what they're about.
I know them.
And that's fucking hot, you know.
I knew them since
as opposed
they were
to some
7
girl
years
who's
old.
just spreading her ass and like, I don't know who she is. I don't care, you know.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I think my problem is I just got into real titties.
Yeah. Well, real titties are always nice. Yeah,
can I
They are nice.
actually touch them and and use them in a
Yeah.
live sex act? And yes,
Yeah.
I'm good with that. You know, that's the new me.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, that's always the bonus. But you always got to remember, there's a lot of guys there that can't get that sometimes. So
That's true. Yeah, I'm not begrudging.
That's why it's out there. Oh no.
Hey man, and there's gonna be someday where, look, I'm a guy. I am not totally. I'm sure there's gonna be some day where it's just gonna be boring to me 100% of the time. I'm just not gonna give a fuck. But you know, about once a year, I get that craving to go online and look up something. You know, like, it's been a while. You know, let me remind myself that I am truly a guy. You know, and look up at least a picture or two.
Dude, the thing is, I find myself getting more into like cosplay type aspect of it, where I actually search for like videos, like, and they with all this recent research,
like Charlie Brown, fucking
Charlie Brown, fucking
Sally or something.
Sally is no, I don't know, well, not that crazy, but like, yeah, like shit like that. Like they did there was a Scooby Doo, like a take on Scooby Doo.
Oh, a porn.
It was a porno take.
Oh,
yeah, it's called This Isn't Scooby Doo XXX or whatever, and I was like, they had a girl dressed up like Thelma and
Velma,
Velma and Daphne, and I'm just like, wow, that is fucking hot. I mean, I fucking went crazy.
Okay, I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see that, and I tell you why.
Oh, you gotta go rent that. Brother.
Because Velma.
That's
the chick with the glasses. Right?
Yeah.
Velma. I have been wanting to fuck Velma since I was 5.
Well, I got good. I got good news for you. There's an actress who plays her that is fucking hot. Not only, but she's hot because she fits that whole description of Velma, but she makes that shit like 10 times hotter. It's fucking insane, man. It is insane when you see this. You're like,
Jesus
wow,
Christ. Okay,
I must own this on Blu-ray. It's so good.
Now That I will dress up. I mean, well, I would dress.
That's creepy.
Come in dressing up like Black Shaggy. Zoinks!
I know.
My penis says it. Zoinks!
I know.
No, that I will watch and get excited too. Hey, if any girls are listening and you come into the London Spill Party, if somebody has an inkling to dress up like a sexy Daphne, then by all means, please.
Velma. Yeah. I think you find more Velma. Yeah.
Velma. I mean, I didn't mean Daphne. I meant Velma.
Yeah.
Velma. Velma's the one because those glasses. Something about those glasses turned me on. It was always something about Velma. Like Daphne was so pretty that she looked like she would just kind of be a little too stuck up to have sex.
She's almost kind of boring.
Yeah, she looked like she wasn't trying anything. Velma looked like, okay, you're not as hot as Daphne, but you know you make up for it because it looks like you ain't inhibited. You know, look like you'll do anything.
And that sweater made her look like orange sweater made her look like she had a pair of double D's under there. Where
God, that's what it was.
Oh.
She always wore those knee-high socks and that skirt, and I was like,
oh yeah.
I said, I know y'all trying to make her look plain, but she looks mighty fuckable to me.
There's something that gets fucked up in my cartoon mind where that shit will look hot all of a sudden.
Like Betty Rubble.
Yeah.
I always found.
Oh, Betty was the fucking hottest. I think Betty Rubble, honestly, out of all the cartoons, well, Betty and what is it? The Judy Jetson.
Oh, Judy was.
Wow,
yeah.
those two.
Yeah, Judy. I'm gonna hope Judy was 18 when I was watching.
No, she was. She was 18.
Yeah, Judy was.
She was going to fucking live concerts. Yeah.
Even though Jane Jetson had a thing going on too. It was something about her getting that MILF thing, man.
Yep.
It was something about her because she had that little waist and she looked like fine as hell, man. It's like if Judy didn't want to put out and know what she was doing, I'll go ahead and try to hit on her mom, you know. Yeah, but fucking Velma, man. Velma, God, I gotta watch this porn, man.
Yeah,
Velma.
oh, dude, it is fucking insane. God, it's great.
Hey, you know,
wow, we're a couple of perverts right now.
I have never tried to hide that. I'm the biggest pervert.
Sorry, ladies.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you know.
But you know, hey, in this day and age right now, I notice girls are fucking getting, if not as perverted, more perverted than guys these days.
And I love it.
I'm just like, that's fucking awesome.
And I love
it. That's how you rise to power, ladies.
There you go.
You're taking the right steps right
the
there.
new millennium. It's about goddamn time.
I salute you.
I have now segueing from porn and pervertedness to children's books.
Yeah. Man, maybe we should talk about this next week. But no, this will go into play as far as, you know, I'm sure somebody was like, oh, those guys are fucking perverts. The perception of women is they all should be porno stars, and that's the only way you can make a career is through your body and how you look. And, you know. People
know I've said openly that I do not believe in women taking their clothes off to make their career. I do not believe in women having to be sexual objects to sell their career. That don't mean I won't watch if they do it.
I know. It's like, hey, I didn't tell fucking Kim Kardashian that she had to have a camera in front of her face doing what she did.
I would gladly sit down and tell a girl who's like a up-and-coming actress, you know, I'll say, listen, do not take your clothes off to get a role. Have some pride in yourself. You do not have to do that. But if you do, you goddamn right. I'm gonna have my dick in my hand watching you. Okay? Now think about that.
I know, right? There's a lot of things you don't have to do. But there's a lot of things I have to do. When you when you make a decision,
I need to do this. Okay? Why are you doing this to me?
That probably doesn't go with popular belief out there in the community.
God damn it, you were doing this.
Sorry, I'm only human.
And maybe that'll change you from doing.
I'm only a robot with a dick.
When you take your clothes off, you think about what's gonna happen. You think about me sitting there on the couch doing what I'm doing, what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Yeah. When you're taking those pictures in your bikinis, don't think there ain't somebody jacking off to that shit, because there is. Don't worry.
His name's Corey Coleman.
Guys are dirty. Man.
Yeah.
Guys and robots, dirty.
Nasty. There's a couple of nasty motherfuckers who do a podcast.
Nasty, dirty, despicable, bootleggers, everything in the book.
Who were just waiting for you to fuck up.
You know what? At least we tell you the truth.
Yes.
And that's what matters. There's not enough of that in this world right now. Truth. That's right.
I'm so truth that I spell it different. Truth.
Truths. Truths.
Nobody got to lie to your ass. All right. I don't know. Maybe we should save it for next week.
It's up to you, man. I'm down. It's interesting enough, though.
Okay.
It's fucking interesting enough.
Okay. We talked about it at the beginning of the show. We'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
All right. We said at the beginning of the show, there's a book out there. It's all about taking care of yourself, especially in today's health-conscious society that we have, where obesity is seen as a common health problem.
It's seen as a disease.
It's seen as a disease. There you go. Something that could even be life-threatening.
Yep.
Guy's written a book about children going on diets. A lot of people, though, they don't see this as just any little innocent children's book.
This ain't no Dr. Seuss book, huh?
This ain't. It don't sound like it. No,
Damn.
this something. This apparently is pissing a lot of people off. I just pulled this up when we were like about to start the show, and I was like, "Hey, this looks like something we make fun of." I like something we talk about.
Perfect.
So
I like how you think.
yeah, this looks like something we laugh at. You know, the problems of children today. You know, the health problems of a child. That's funny. No, I was looking at this and thought, like, why not bring it up? And so what I'm saying is, I don't know what the whole story is. So we're not even looking at this as like trying to make a
No, we're not going to try to
anything. I don't know what to
make
say. Maybe we'll have one, maybe we won't.
Yeah,
But-
have an opinion on this. Maybe at the end, but
Yeah, maybe. But we haven't watched the video yet. We just watched a little bit of it, so we're just gonna take a look at it. And might not even be that big of a story. It
no,
might be like-
not at all. It could be just interesting.
we might
Period.
be like, why the fuck did we show this?
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's go ahead.
That's what editing's for.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go ahead and bring this up. Hold on. All right, let's go ahead and watch this video. I don't even know what the name of the book is. Oh, the name of the book is Maggie Goes on a Diet.
That sounds like a decent enough kids book.
It sounds kind of sweet. What could people possibly hate about a sweet title like that? Maggie
Yeah.
Goes on a Diet.
Sounds like an adventure.
Yeah, it does. Got a good
Yeah.
message behind it, just behind the title.
Yeah,
All
diet.
right.
Yeah,
What's the problem here, Coach? Let's see.
everyone diets.
Everyone dies.
Oh.
That's the end of the book.
Yeah,
Spoiler, everybody dies.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
In this GMA exclusive, a new picture book for kids is causing controversy even before it's published. It's called Maggie Goes on a Diet. It sparked a firestorm on the mommy blogs, and its author, Paul Kramer, is here with us in the studio to respond. But first,
And that dude, Paul Kramer, he's in the studio. He looks crazy as hell.
Yeah, I don't think he believes in diets.
Yeah, I was about to say, shit, he needs to write a book called Paul Goes on a Diet. It was big. Like,
I know, he was
damn, that's what
huge.
I'm complaining about.
I
Like,
know.
like you ain't following that book's message.
No, got to practice what you preach, brother.
Yeah. That was like a crackhead saying, don't do drugs.
You look like a fucked up Santa Claus, like Santa Claus who fell off his sled.
Is that the name of the dude? Paul something?
I think so.
Yeah, look.
sparked a firestorm on the mommy blogs, and its author, Paul Kramer, is here with us in the studio to respond. But first,
Paul looked like he just got through eating.
He look like he's upset because we're interrupting him right now while he's eating.
Yeah, like, you look
motherfucker,
like, yeah.
you see I'm eeting, right?
God damn, I like that.
I know. He's like,
I missed lunch for this.
yeah, some bullshit. You want to interview me now?
He ain't smiling.
I know. He's like, asshole.
I was on my way to Burger King. Y'all called.
here's ABC's Andrea Canning with the debate Kramer's kiddie book has created.
On the cover of the new book, Maggie Goes on a Diet, Maggie is seen dreaming of a thinner self. The 14-year-old character is bullied relentlessly. Maggie was teased and made fun of just about every day at school. She was called fatty and chubby and other names that were very cruel. Searching the refrigerator in hopes she would feel better, eating lots of bread and cheeses, including some cheddar.
The problem here is they probably are getting in trouble because they show her eating while she's sitting on the toilet right now.
Yeah.
No, they don't show.
That's what it looks like.
It does.
Like, she looks like a monster. Like like it's very creepy looking. Like the light that's illuminating the kitchen is just from the refrigerator, and she's hunched like a bear, like going through the food, like shoving in her mouth.
No, she's got like a hunchback and everything.
Yeah.
You know, she looks like that woman who was eating rocks.
She looks like a woman eating rocks who believes in magic because she's wearing some pajamas with a bunch
With
of stars on them.
them, like she just killed the wizard and made pajamas out of his hat.
But after losing a lot of weight by eating healthier foods like oatmeal and fruits and exercising more, Maggie instantly makes new friends and even transforms into a star soccer player. Maggie looked forward to her Saturday morning game. More and more people were beginning to know Maggie by name. Playing soccer gave Maggie popularity and fame. Now the book's weight loss message targeting girls as young as 6 is stirring up big controversy before.
They're playing that dramatic music now.
Hey, you know the thing?
They always usher that music in like.
Yeah, like that piano comes in. Like, oh, here's where the bad shit happens. Here's where the real comes into play. But the thing they failed to mention is not only does she become a soccer player, but she becomes Pippi Longstocking. Have you noticed? Did you notice the hair?
Yeah, the two pigtails with the red hair.
Yeah, that fucking defy gravity.
Shit, Maggie needs a new hairstylist. Where's that book?
Yeah, no shit.
It's even been released. Negative comments have been flooding the internet. One person wrote, "Terrible reflection on our society. Boycott the book. This is awful." Another said, "It takes so little to trigger eating disorders in children. This could be such a huge trigger."
There is no question that books like this that teach our kids to focus on what's outside and to suggest to them that popularity comes with being thin.
This is coming from a thin blonde chick.
A thin, hot blonde chick. Yeah. Never had to deal with this issue.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. She might have been fat.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. That might be a dye job. I don't know.
She's a girl that's eating.
I used to be Maggie, goddammit.
I used to be the girl that used to eat the laxative. Chocolates
The
are
wrong
good.
message to send to our kids.
And in fact, a recent study shows that eating disorders for children under 12 have increased by 119% over the past decade. Do you think sometimes your tummy is too big?
Sometimes.
And you want to lose weight in your tummy?
Yeah.
Taylor Call is a healthy 6-year-old, but she said something that shocked her mother, Tanya.
She just, out of the blue, just said, "Mommy."
I'm hungry.
Feed me. Feed me, Seymour.
I want to eat your ashes, mommy.
Finger licking good.
Why is my tummy so fat? A girl in the bathroom at school asked me why I was fat.
I don't like to be like my way, and my teacher always told me that I have to run so I can be really, really not like this size.
Her pediatrician says her weight is completely normal, but at this age, perception can sometimes override reality.
When kids laugh or giggle at someone who they think is chubby, it's a wake-up call to all of us to
But it's funny too.
Yeah.
No, we're kidding. We're kidding. No, I think I can see what the problem is here with this book. But let's, we'll listen to what.
Yeah,
these
let's hear
folks have
both
to say.
sides,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
start changing how we describe people and to change the way we treat people who may not look the way we do.
We gathered a panel of our own little experts, a group of 5- and 6-year-old girls, and showed them photos of random girls their own age. 4 girls here. Do any one of these girls stick out to you?
Wait.
Which one sticks out?
That Negro back there.
What's that Negro doing in that picture? All those other girls are white. She adopted.
Is there anything wrong with this picture? Yes, they're being held up by one black girl.
You're gonna get the lunch money stolen. You're gonna be forced to listen to rap. They're being mugged. Help those girls. Run, bitch.
Girl in the blue one.
Yeah, her tummy's like
Her tummy?
the girl in the blue shirt.
That bitch is fat.
Chubby Wubby. Yeah.
Chubby Wubby?
Chubby Wubby.
The author of Maggie Goes on a Diet, Paul Kramer, says he wrote the book not to stir up controversy, but to help children build confidence and know they're not alone with their struggles. For Good Morning America, Andrea Canning, ABC News, New York.
Well, damn, they gonna talk to this dude?
Yeah, I know. Did they even bother to interview him?
Like what they bring that dude on for, man? I mean, maybe this isn't part of the.
I think they honestly interrupted him during his fucking lunch. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing? You gotta get the fuck out of here, dude."
They got that dude sitting there. They don't ask him a fucking thing.
That's how. Oh boy, the media boy. That's how they get you.
Maybe there's another part to it that
Yeah, maybe so. I hope.
that we haven't seen.
I hope they can at least get the guy's opinion on it.
I hope they can at least let him, bomb another sandwich or something.
Yeah, I know. He looks mad. But yeah, I was like, oh, you know what? Don't ever get kids in a room and ask them their opinions on what they think about everyone else when they know that their parents aren't going to be there to give them any kind of consequences.
Damn, boy,
Because, boy, a kid will unleash on your ass. What do you think about me? You fucking fat. You ugly. You got the weirdest fucking haircut I've ever seen.
Fatty,
your
tubby
ass is
wubby.
hanging on the ground.
Fucking
Fat McGee, fat booty.
You're a monster, you fatty, fat. Those kids, the little kids too. You fatty, fucking fat.
Oh, those kids are loving it. Those kids are like rolling
were
around in
grinning.
their
I know, they were
chair, rolling around their chairs, just trying to dream up of what to call fat.
Chubby wubby,
Chubby wubbies.
paley whaley,
Dirty slut.
stinky booty,
Stinky ass having no combing hair, motherfucker.
rock eating motherfucker.
And all those kids, yeah. As soon as one of them
relish
laughs, boy, oh yeah, it's a chain
They turn
reaction.
to a lynch mob.
It does.
I think she's fat and she should die.
Even the little chubby Asian girl they had in that room was laughing. Oh, she's huge.
Yeah, I had a fat girl in there.
Yeah.
Finally, they're not looking at me.
Exactly.
Yes, she's fatter than me. Attack her. Finally, the heat's off me.
Yeah.
Wow, that is weird, man. I
Yeah.
hope that they didn't waste that guy's time, because even that guy was probably looking. Maybe he knew what was happening. He's like, "What the fuck y'all have me here if y'all gonna talk to me?"
I know. It's like, is that Fox News that we got that from? Or
No,
what?
that was what. That's a good question. That was ABC News.
Oh, was it?
Yes, that was ABC News, and I'm hoping that was a two-part. Anyway, if I just had to go by what I saw there, they're making it seem like you should succumb to the pressure that people put on you. When I say pressure, the pressure of true bullying and cruelty. It's like, if you want to change for what you want to do, not because you got a bunch of assholes out there calling you, fat and all this kind of shit. So I can see what they're saying. I haven't read the book. I don't know, but yeah, it just seems like there was, there was another group of people that they should have taught a lesson for, that should have been held accountable. It should have been said something like, I don't know, these guys are assholes. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it just seemed a little one-sided. Like,
It really was.
Yeah. So
at least from this story. I mean, the thing is, because the harsh reality of it. It's like kids. It's not like this is a brand new thing where kids make fun of fat kids. This has been around forever, since the beginning of fucking time, I think. I mean, somebody will always criticize you because you look different for whatever reasons, and I think it's just normal. I mean, shit, especially like. I'm sure when you were growing up, when a lot of us were growing up, I mean, a lot of that kind of shaped our personalities into who we are today. I mean, that is just a fact of life that you were never going to get away from. And I think, honestly, trying to pretend that it's not like trying to pretend like it's a crazy epidemic. Like, oh, this is something that needs to be addressed now today. Like, we need to have kids stop looking at other kids and stop scrutinizing. Like, no, you're not going to stop that. Yeah, it's like, yeah, maybe you can stop maybe books like this to where you're like, I see what you're trying to do, but you're not really doing it with this book.
You know what? In fact, if I was a kid, if I was an asshole, like if I was some little bully asshole kid, and I was making some fun of some fat kid every day, I'd read this and be like, well, shit, I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
I'm actually, I'm telling this person to shape up. Whenever I call him a fat fuck, hey, I'm only making this person healthier.
That will encourage them to do something about it. Yeah. Just like it encouraged that one kid who was constantly beating the shit out of that nerd, and then that nerd finally rose up and fucking wasted that fucking bully. That bully was like, I helped do that. I shaped him into the fighter he is today. Yeah. He needed that.
Yeah,
I was helping. Why am I the one getting fucking persecuted?
Yeah, I made him a man.
Yeah, I made him a man. More than his dad did. Fuck that drunk of a man over there.
There's a lot of bullies I'd like to thank today.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you know what?
I'll punch him in the fucking mouth.
That would be a great dream to go back and fucking whoop some ass on kids who fucking picked on you. But at the same time, if you had to go, I mean, I always think if I had to go back, would I want the same treatment that I got when I was a little robot? I'd say, yeah, I would, because I honestly like who the fuck I am today. I'm a living fucking badass king of a robot, and I like that. And there's reasons for that, They were tough. It was a tough fucking life, but I'm glad I fucking went through it, made the right decisions, made me become who I am today. I ain't gonna pretend I don't want that. Sure, yeah, it hurt my feelings, but fuck feelings. You get over that shit,
Yeah, Like I said, yeah, you're right, man. This stuff happens all the time. I just wouldn't endorse it in a book. I'd be
No, not in a book like
if I
that.
had written that book, I would have been like, make it a book about being healthy. I mean, why not make it to where she's tired all the time, or she's sluggish, or maybe she doesn't like how she looks, and
Yeah, it doesn't have to be about kids fucking poking the finger at her.
poking the finger. Yeah,
fuck
hey,
you,
fuck
you old
you.
fat fatty. Having a little
Look at that fat bitch.
Having a little fat Asian girl go, yo, you fat whore. Look at you, look at you rolling down the street. You're not walking, you're rolling.
Look at the story that came up next.
Uh-huh.
HPV vaccine for anal cancer.
What?
I wonder what children's book that is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
Gotta pick that up and read that to the children's.
Yeah, that's something you should read to children about.
Yeah.
Hi,
That's too bad. I really wanted to hear what that guy had to say.
I did too. Yeah,
he looked like he's
crazy.
a guy that takes no bullshit.
Yeah. Fuck it. She's
Like,
fat.
Yeah, hey, look, that's
want me
fucking
to say?
that's life, goddammit. I'm being truthful. I'm bringing the truth.
Yeah. I got a little fat girl. I tell her every day, you fat fuck, get up and do
Yeah.
something. Play soccer.
That is
Making a
life.
woman out of her.
Yeah,
She'll
that is
thank me for it one
inspiring.
day.
This
Yeah,
this book is inspiring. It made this girl look like all skinny and beautiful, and she's out there hanging out on the goddamn Hollywood Boulevard, making a name for herself. And all of a sudden, she does a sex videotape, and she's fucking the most popular chick in the world, making all kinds of money. Rich.
She never would have made that
Rich, I
sex tape
tells
if
you.
I hadn't made fun of her.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, man. All right.
Wow.
Guess I should trash my book, Sally's a Fat Ass. Then. Had that almost done. I was on the last page, man.
I would like to have that book in my collection.
Sally's a Fat Ass.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got
Man.
going on here.
Woo.
Oh, here's one more thing.
Uh-huh.
Actually, on this page, there's one of these stories that I want to scroll down to. This one right here. This one that says,
Oh shit! Rocking and Change the lyrics. Rolling and eating.
So I'm just getting a picture right here. These pictures are making me laugh. All right.
All kinds of crazy shit out there in the world
Crazy
going on.
shit.
All kinds of crazy going ons.
Let me refresh. Hey, welcome to Fuck Your Thoughts.
Yes.
Man, this is the email section of Let's Do This. Did you know
It
that?
is. It is. This is the chance where we get to make some of our own sex tapes and fuck your thoughts.
With your thoughts.
That's right.
Yeah, let's see what we got
Record
here, man.
that shit. Play it for the masses.
Read a question from Frank. It says, I got a straightforward question for Let's Do This.
Mmm.
Yeah, wow, look at that. Wait a minute, that ain't straightforward. That's a fucking whole page.
What is this?
Start out with one
An
sentence. Let's scroll
outline?
down.
It's
Yeah.
a fucking outline we got here.
Let's see. We'll start it out.
Yeah,
It gets
let's
crazy,
see.
and then we'll bail. Speaking as a Godzilla fan, what are your 5 favorite of his, if you had to pick, and why? And do you think this reboot will actually usher in new fans? He says user in new fans.
Okay.
Let's see. He's talking. Okay, let's read his top 10.
All right.
He's got Gojira. Oh, isn't that Gojira?
Gojira.
Yeah, he put
There
missed
you
the R
go.
in there.
Yeah,
Gojira.
that's the original title.
Yeah, that's the original title, and that's the original 1954.
Mhm.
He's talking about the Japanese version, the one before they put Raymond Burr in there. I
That's
guess.
right. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of somebody
But they
who needed to
inserted
lose
his
weight.
big ass.
Yeah. Godzilla 1985. That was terrible, man.
That was terrible. Wow. Number 2,
A
really?
darker tone
Oh,
that
come
made
on.
the big guy a villain again. A musical score that almost seemed un-Godzilla. Yeah, because it was bad.
It was terrible.
After
Yeah.
being portrayed as kid-friendly and a protector of Earth from other monsters, he was shown as a destructive force of nature that he is. I kind of like when Godzilla is a protector.
I like it too. It
Yeah.
makes him interesting.
Yeah, Godzilla versus Gigan was one of the funniest plots for a Godzilla film. Space roaches that wanted to take over our world. Destroy all monsters. That's one of my favorite. A great monster free fall. Godzilla 2000. The first and only real Godzilla movie I ever saw on the big screen. Are we talking about the Godzilla 2000 from Roland in? You ain't no goddamn
I know. I
Godzilla
was about
fan.
to
Get the
say,
fuck on out of here with that.
Unless, no, I think he's talking about the Tokyo version of it that came out
Okay, 'cause
after
Godzilla-
the Sony Godzilla.
Yeah, because that was 1990 something when that came out.
yeah, but I think it was called Godzilla 2000 though.
Yeah, that's the one
Yeah.
where there was wasn't it like Toho Studios answer to like that bad?
Yeah, it was.
Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Because they did another one like.
They've been doing them. Yeah, they've been doing them. Yeah, with that.
Well, they actually put the Godzilla from the Roland Emmerich.
Yeah, from the Roland Emmerich film. Yeah, I think I was like, I want to say that was called Tokyo. I think that was called Godzilla Tokyo SOS. I think that's what it was called. After a while, I lost track of these films.
Yeah, it was 1998 when the.
Okay, yeah.
When the Roland Emmerich Godzilla came out.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the Godzilla 2000. I saw that one. That one.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I want to say I saw that in. I want to say I saw that in the theaters because it had like a limited release, a very limited release.
Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't great.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't great, but it was a lot cooler than what you saw in the fucking.
I like
Sony version.
Yeah, Destroy All Monsters is good. So I'm gonna
Destroy All Monsters is awesome.
Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
I've never been that big of a fan of Mechagodzilla. I've been a bigger fan of any time Godzilla and Mothra meet. Like Godzilla vs. Mothra. I love that.
That was a good one.
I love that movie. Oh, I love the music with the little twins. Mothra.
Oh yeah.
Mothra.
Oh, the twin fairies.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck they were singing.
Which one was the one with? Now we call him Godzuki over here, but what was his name in Japanese?
I want to say
it wasn't Godzuki.
No, it was fuck.
Ghidra. No, not Ghidra.
No.
King Ghidra is. I like the one where he fought King Ghidra.
Yeah, King Ghidra is awesome. Yeah.
Which one is that?
That's the. I want to say I think it was called Godzilla versus the monster from Planet X. I think that's what it was originally. Well, at least our version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one I like. I like the Mechagodzilla one. I like the Godzilla on Monster Island. I forgot what the name of that one was, but that one was kind of a weird one. That was the one where the little boy was dreaming of Godzilla and hung out with Godzilla's son who talked to him.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one was kind of cool.
That was cool. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, my favorites would probably be. First off, Godzilla vs. Gigan. If I'm thinking it's the right one, it's the one where Godzilla teams up with Jet Jaguar, and it's like a wrestling fight. It's like a wrestling. It's like watching WWF.
That
like,
one I have
where they do like tag teams where they're beating the shit out of each other. And Mystery Science Theater 3000 did a great fucking. They did fantastic commentary throughout that whole fucking movie.
I've seen that Mystery Science because they used to use it as a promotion. On their commercials too. Yeah.
Where you see him Godzilla fucking doing a jump kick and it's like his tail is
he's sliding on his tail.
He's sliding on his tail. Yeah. That will always be my favorite one. That one, then Destroy All Monsters, and then Godzilla vs. Mothra. That's 3. Godzilla. I like Godzilla vs. Biollante. Do you remember that one? That's where he was fighting that monster type creature. Well, I mean, he was fighting that plant monster type creature.
I remember that one.
Yeah, that one.
I have to see that one again and see how good that is. I haven't seen that in fucking years.
And there's another one. God, I forgot the fucking name of it, but I think it's called Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, probably. There was a Godzilla where they made it was a Godzilla movie that was released around I want to say it came out like around 2005 or 6, but it was where they made Godzilla a bad guy. He was an all-out bad guy. He destroyed Tokyo. There's a great scene where you see this lady inside this hospital. She's in a hospital bed, and Godzilla is tearing the shit out of everything. And she's kind of relaxed, thinking like, "Oh, Godzilla passed me up." And then all of a sudden, you see Godzilla's tail come and destroy her fucking window and kill her in it. Just destroy this building. God, I wish I had this fucking. If I find it, I'll put it on the comment post. But that by far has been my favorite Godzilla movie I've seen in a long time. To where it's just like impact. Godzilla's just a bad fucking ass. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see one. They're working on that remake.
That's what I keep hearing. I don't know if that's still going on.
From what I heard, it is. They already got some images up from it and everything of what the new Godzilla might look like. I don't know. It might just be
just rumors. Because I know Legendary Pictures apparently has the rights to do it.
Apparently they are getting into production. I forgot the director, but you've heard of him, the guy who did it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it says David S. Goyer. God damn. What isn't that guy writing right now?
I know.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I remember the last. Oh,
that's it. Yeah. You're not gonna like this. You're gonna hate this. That's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because and I saw the movie, and I liked it. You hated it, though. You absolutely hated it.
Okay.
The guy who did Monsters.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He's doing the Godzilla reboot.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh, I fucking despise that movie and everything it stands for.
Well,
That is the slowest, fucking, most boringest monster movie I've ever seen in my life.
this is one of the
Okay, now that looks cool.
pictures that they're thinking about.
Wow.
Some of the concept art for Godzilla right there.
That looks like a fucking amped up, fucking on steroids Godzilla if I ever did see one. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, he looks like a cross between Godzilla and a blowfish.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say about that Monsters
blowfish.
movie is that the creatures looked cool, except they didn't give them anything to do.
Yeah, I guess I was prepared because I know what you mean. Like when I saw it,
Oh, wow.
let me see, that might be another one there too. That looks kind of cool right there.
That does look cool. That's fucking Godzilla on steroids right there, man. But it looks like Godzilla, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Read about this right here. It was announced by Deadline that David Goyer has been tapped to write the new Godzilla film. You may be asking yourself, why should you care about a new Godzilla film? And normally you probably shouldn't, but Goyer has a flawless track record with writing credits such as The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, Blade, Dark City. I wouldn't say completely flawless.
Yeah, I was like, don't mention Blade 3.
3, exactly.
Yeah, Trinity or whatever.
Yeah, which he also directed.
Yeah.
Not perfect, but a lot of good titles in there. Dark City, I love Dark City.
Yeah.
And he's wrote
Man of Steel.
Yeah, Superman, Man of Steel. And the movie will be directed by newcomer Gareth Edwards. In addition, the film will be made by the production studio known as Legendary Studios, which you know for 300, Dark Knight, Inception, thing, Godzilla's, whatever. Okay.
Franchise 25. Yeah. All right. Well, okay. We'll wait and see. As long as Goyer's writing it, that's cool. I mean, the guy, at least the guy from Monsters, I think he said there was no script to that movie, which is why I probably didn't like that movie, because I could tell. You know, he said there was no script when they were doing it. They were making it as they were going along.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I kind of liked that it was not centered on the monsters as much. I thought it was a different take because of what they did. They tried to create a world where monsters were in the background, and I kind of liked that they were in the background and they were treated that way. So I was prepared to watch it.
I hated it only because, you know, you sell me on a movie called Monsters, where that's the title of your goddamn movie. That's what I fucking want to see.
Well, you can't always go by the title.
I don't want to see fucking a couple running around going, oh, look at the monster. Oh, it's a tail.
Well, now,
keep running.
what about that movie Monster with Charlize Theron, which has no creatures in it? It's just a movie about a woman who who's on death row.
Come on, Corey. That's not right. Calling women monsters. Come on.
They did it though. I didn't title the movie that.
No, I never saw that movie.
Oh, you didn't?
No, no. It's one of those movies I always wanted to.
It's a badass movie, man.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'll see it.
Because Charlize Theron gave an incredible performance in that film.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, it really was amazing. She transformed herself. She looked like Godzilla.
Damn.
All right,
let's see. I want to see her and Jet Jaguar team up. Jet Jaguar. Jet Jaguar.
Where did I? Oh, here we go. Mm-hmm. Okay, we got a question here from Black Zero.
Oh,
now,
nice.
Black Zero, I don't know if Black Zero is asking a question necessarily for Let's Do This, but
all right.
He does ask a question now. I think I answered already, but I'll answer again. Just wondering, how would one go about having a spill party and whatnot?
Damn.
Well, yeah, it's easy, man. If you're in a location, try to figure out how many people are spilios who are nearby, are in your area, and you can start doing that by posting on the site that you want to do this and see how many people are interested.
Count the heads, go to the fucking store, pick up as many cups as you can, get them Kool-Aid packets.
Yeah, there you go.
Get some balloons, instant spill party right there at your door. Woo-hoo.
Nah, you know what? Expect to start small. I mean, usually people, when they build them up, they've done a few, but let people know ahead of time what you're planning and see how many people you can get. I imagine the more eventful you can make your party, the more people you could possibly have come out. But if you just want to hang with some people, get-togethers can be big, or they can just be as easy as, hey, if there's some members around here, like maybe 2, 3, and 4 of you, and you just want to go out and do something, let's do it.
Make it small. Make sure these are people you want to hang out with. You know, that's the first thing people should really think about. Because you invite. Come on, and you got to deal with a bunch of assholes. You're like,
I mean, if you want to you got to think about the logistics of it. If you want to do something like a party, party can be, I would say, do something at first where it's like 10 people.
Yeah.
And 10, 15 people, and you guys go somewhere like what a lot of people do is they go watch movies and then they go have dinner.
Yeah, I was about to say, like going to see a movie, just to have something to talk about after. It's breaking the ice right there.
I mean, really, it's all up to you how you want to do it. Do you want to have a theme? Do you want to have a get together with people, watch a movie, maybe at a specific place? Do you want to get people together to do a special thing? Maybe you just want to go to an amusement park or something. I don't know. Do you want to maybe go out to have drinks at a bar? You guys just want to get together and get to know each other? There's all kind of ways around it. That depends on you.
Just fucking do a party. It's like, why are you asking us? We didn't invent parties.
God damn it.
Just fucking say, hey, who wants to come hang out with me?
Get an idea of what you want to do.
Yeah.
And when you get an idea of what you want to do, the next best logical step is to put it up on the site and say, "This, I'm thinking about doing this. How many people want to be in?"
Yeah. Be sure to have ice cream there too.
There you go.
You're gonna get people to show up. You
can
got
never
ice cream.
go wrong with ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. Who's next?
Who is next? I'm ready to fuck a thought already.
Mr. Bliss.
Yes.
Mr. Bliss.
I think he'll do nicely.
Wow,
another guy with spacing issues. Wow. I like how these are all like
LDT question for the LDT boys. Please fuck my thoughts. Hey guys, I was just wondering, with all of the remakes happening nowadays, is there any film that you think should be remade? A movie that modern day technology would do it justice, other than hinder it? We've mentioned this.
Yeah, we mentioned it before. I'll say the Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes, I agree.
That
with
would
you
be
on
fucking
We've
cool.
said that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I'm all for that. We'll go with that. Yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a great one because people are still scared of clowns.
Easily.
And that movie was so cheap that it could be done. Now, you know what? If we want to go into horror movies, I always thought that Basket Case could be a cool remake.
Even though Basket Case was perfect only because it
was so cheap.
The thing is, it was perfect for the time it was made, just the way it was made and the griminess. I don't know if you can ever recapture that. Like that film almost looked like a documentary in a weird way. It's like trying to even though they remade Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's some films, Basket Case I think is one of them, where it'd be tricky to remake that. Even though I think the story itself, it can be remade.
That movie's so cheap, though. If you saw it, when I saw it, people told me how weird it was, and it's so cheap that there's a point where the creature, the Basket Case is about a guy who has like a deformed Siamese twin, looks like a little piece of bubble gum with claws and a face,
teeth,
and they separate this guy from his twin, and the deformed twin is put in the basket by the brother, and they go around and they kill all the doctors that separated them. And there's one point where the effects are so cheap, like the creature itself, it's badly stop motion animated. It pops around on the floor. I was like, wow, maybe there is some charm in that. I don't know. All I know is they did a sequel, and the sequel was actually really good.
I never saw the sequel. I just saw the sequel to Fright Night Part 2, which I don't think I ever saw. And I saw it, I was like, wow, But yeah, it makes me want to check out like fucking Basket Case Part 2. If you're telling me it's good, I believe it.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. And,
wow. Yeah, because I remember that had to deal with like a bunch of other freaks too, right?
Yeah, that's what was cool about it. Yeah, it's not a bad movie, man.
I'll check that out.
Yes, check that out. You like it. Evil Terminator 5. Yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space would make a great remake.
That would, dude. That would.
The effects in that could be, and I think the effects could be done better, and the idea could even be developed more.
You know what? I had one that just popped in my head.
What?
Maximum Overdrive.
Yep,
that would be fucking cool. Yeah.
Yes, that would be. I'm trying to think. I know I saw some movie that I thought would actually make a good remake, and it was a children's film. I can't think of what it is. Anyway, we'll go with those. We'll give them some answers. Evil Terminator.
Yes.
Evil Terminator says.
Didn't know there was a good Terminator. Oh, wait, yeah, there is.
There is. See Evil Terminator 2?
That's right.
I got to go. Fuck this thought hardcore with Chopin playing in the background. Oh, Chopin. Chopin.
Nice choice of music
Chopin.
to do some fucking
I said
to.
Chopin, Chopin.
Chopin.
Dear bullshitters of the night. Bullshitters of the night. I recently listened to Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata and thought it would be great for a horror movie trailer or a gritty war movie trailer. My question is, what other classic music do you think would work for a trailer, and what are some good examples of classical music is a trailer?
Shit, you make me do some
I'm
homework.
talking Chopin and Beethoven classical. Thanks, and keep the bullshit going with Goatsy shit poo poo. Oh, let's see.
Damn, I feel like I need to jump on Wikipedia right now.
Well,
As far as classical music that should be turned into something for a trailer or
well,
used
you
for
know
trailer
what?
music.
For war, Debussy's Evening in the something Day in the Afternoon of a Faun, or whatever that piece is called.
Mm-hmm.
And you've probably heard and didn't know the name of it, but it's from French classic composer Debussy.
Mm-hmm.
Debussy, that motherfucker be jamming.
Yeah.
And Afternoon of a Faun, or whatever that whole title is, I'm not sure, but it's so peaceful,
Mm-hmm.
and it's almost uplifting in a way. It actually kind of makes you feel relaxed when you hear it. That maybe that would be great to go against something that is very violent or visions of war.
Oh yeah. Shit. I think everything that's been used great as far as classical pieces incorporated in films is two of them. One of them I just saw recently, which I fucking fell in love with. One is Clockwork Orange. Using Beethoven's music in that. Even the song "Singing in the Rain." I'll never listen to that song the same way again.
Oh.
When I hear it, I think about that lady getting fucking raped. But as far as classical piece, there's one that I have. I'm trying to wish I can remember the name of it real quick. But you've heard it in a lot of movies.
But he's talking classical,
yeah.
like Beethoven classical.
No. What? Not Beethoven classic? What other kind of classic is it? Like classics? What do you
classic
mean?
orchestrations or
Classical
music.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Beethoven playing in there. Yeah.
Let me see here. God, I have it on my fucking iPod. I'm looking for it right now. Fuck.
Doing your research,
Doing my research.
homie.
Here we go. Let me see here. Claire de Lune. You ever heard of that?
Maybe if I heard it.
All right, here. Let me see here.
Play it for me. Can you hum a few bars?
It's Alan Plains. Here, let's see here.
I don't know.
You probably can't hear it.
Put it up against
Listen
the
to
mic. I can't hear it. Let me see. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. I know this.
Mm-hmm. See the title there.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what?
Uh-huh.
It's another French composer, man.
Uh-huh.
This is a...
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it's real bittersweet kind of.
Yeah. Claire de Lune.
Yeah.
I actually have a French CD that's meant to be played for cooking. It's like all these French composers meant to be played for cooking or for eating, in nice atmospheric conditions, and that's on there along with
is it?
along with the song I was telling you about. So yeah.
There's the guy who directed Happiness. I think his last film where I heard
think that was even in an episode of Ren and Stimpy.
Oh yeah. No, I'm sure it was. But the guy who directed Happiness, the last film that he directed, there was a scene. Obviously, it was about this. This father who's a pedophile. Of course.
Yeah.
But there was this shot where it would always go into the mind of this guy where it was like a peaceful, serene looking park with like a pond. You see birds flying. Just real peaceful, and I think you see like a little boy, and it had that music playing, and I'm like, when I saw that scene, I was like, this is so fucking creepy. I mean,
of course,
you take a beautiful piece like that, and you make it the most creepy music that you can possibly
they use that
can.
one in a lot of things. I think they used it at the end of one of the Ocean movies, Ocean 11.
Yeah, they did. They used it at the Ocean's 10. Ocean 10, they used it.
Or Ocean's 12. Ocean's
Wait.
Yeah, it was one.
It was the first Ocean's movie.
Oh, okay, Ocean's 11.
Yeah, Ocean's 11. Yeah, Ocean's not
At
Ocean
the
10.
end,
Ocean 11.
They
Yeah.
just go down. They pan down all the characters in the movie. While
Yeah.
they're looking at a fountain, and
That's
they're
you're
playing
right.
That,
Yeah, they're playing that
they,
song.
Yeah, they lose. Yeah, they use that a lot. So.
Yeah.
So all right. Let's see. We got next Chopin. Okay, the goose. We'll answer the question.
The goose.
That's not.
And it's not the goose. that thing in there. That's not the goose.
Hey, Corey, do you guys have a recovery plan in place for the co-host in case The Dark Knight Rises does not live up to expectations? I don't think your boy can handle a bad Green Lantern. Let's see. I don't think your boy can handle a bad Green Lantern. What probably will be a bad Superman and a disappointing Batman film in such close proximity to each other.
Damn.
Yeah, have you come to terms yet that the Green Lantern movie is a bad movie?
I've come to terms that it's an okay movie. It's not bad. I've seen worse. You ever seen Howard the Duck? That's bad.
It grows.
He's a
on you.
superhero. See? No, I've come to terms. No, I know in the eyes of everyone else, it's a bad film. So yeah, I deal with it.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I'm
It's
fine.
not. The thing is, it's not I definitely don't think it's a terrible movie, but I just thought like it's a very, very mediocre film.
It was a wasted potential is what that movie was.
Now, come on, let's be fair here, though. Superman, we don't know what that's going to be like.
Yeah, we don't know.
Let's not say it.
Yeah, calm down.
And Batman, we'll cross those roads.
Well, yeah, when it's time to deal with those issues, I will deal with them accordingly. So that means killing every motherfucker in the room because because somebody fucked up my movies, and we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Give you something to look forward to. There you go.
Yeah, come on now. Let's be fair.
That's
fair.
right. That's all we try to do in this world is be fair.
Yeah, y'all got to be fair too. Come on,
Yeah.
you got to give Superman a chance.
Yeah, come on. Now.
Fucking around like that. All right, we'll read one more.
One more for the road.
Yes, one more for the road. Oh yeah. Oy. We read that one already.
All right.
What does this say right here? Okay, that's
Is that a question?
That's not a question. That's a nice email. Somebody saying keep up the good work.
Oh, that's
Jason Brown. That's nice. Somebody sent me a really nice email.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find it. Somebody sent like just a really. Oh, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Rabbit Scotsman.
All right.
We'll close out with this because this was actually very, very nice of the guy.
All right.
It's kind of long.
Holy Jesus, kind of.
It's not a question, but it's a really nice email.
It is.
When people go out of their way to write just very nice personal emails like this, I don't mind reading that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
Let's
not?
see what Rabbit Scotsman has to say. With less than a week left until I leave for college, it is time for me to say goodbye to all my friends. It has been both bittersweet and sad. Even though they are only going to be a short distance away, it will be hard to see them all go. With that said, I feel like I need to thank you. Along with my very best friends and family, you have affected my life in ways that have changed me for the better. Not only are you an enormous inspiration to me, but also the divine creator of the greatest site in the world. And I
thought he was talking about his family.
Yeah, I did. At first
I was like, well, where are we?
Okay, well, since I already started,
What's this got to do with me?
when my mother died, I felt completely alone. My grades dropped, ignored my friends, and fell into deep depression. I thought nothing could get me out of it. That is, until I saw your Meet the Spartans video review, and then watched another review, and another, and another. Before I knew it, hours had passed by, and my life was wasted. No, I then went to your site, and another couple of hours passed by. At first, I thought nothing of it. It was just a funny site, nothing more. As time went on, I realized that it was just the opposite. With Spill, I finally had a place to share my love of film. Everywhere I turned, there was another person to talk to about anything. I have met countless people on this site. I am proud to call my friends. He lists some people right there. I'm not going to name. I don't want anybody to feel left out. Somebody might be like, hey, I thought we were friends.
What about me?
What about me, boss? And me, Rabbit Scotsman. Spill was the catalyst for my victory over my depression and also for improving my life. Before I knew it, I was working out, playing sports, talking to girls, We kept him from being a homo. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa,
No,
whoa,
I'm kidding.
whoa.
And we're not homophobic.
That's
people.
not in the letter, yeah.
No, it's not. We're just joking. We love everybody.
Corey's
here.
hijinks in there. Yeah.
Yes. Improving my grades and countless other things. Without Spill, I don't think things would have worked out well for me. Besides the people I've met through the site, you are the other reason I got through my depression. Along with the rest of the Spill crew, you brought a smile to my face every time I listened to the latest audio review or Coco. I have listened to every... What about Let's Do This? I have listened to...
Fuck this letter.
I know, fuck this guy. This guy should have killed himself. No, I have listened to every podcast since Balls of Fury. The podcast not only made me laugh my skinny white ass off, it also made me realize that you are the person I want to be. All kidding aside, you are an inspiration to me. Although your job is hard and sometimes overwhelming, I can tell you that you truly love what you do. I don't want to be the person who lives hating their job. With your site, I have an outlet to post my movie reviews, videos, and opinions. Hopefully, one of the scripts I'm currently writing will get some interest. I know this may sound melodramatic, but I truly want to thank you for filling my life with years of hilarity and inspiration. Inspiration, co-host.
God damn.
No, I think you know what? I think I can fuck this guy.
I think you can
Yeah,
too.
I
Yeah,
think I'm gonna try.
You ought to fuck him hard too.
No,
This obviously is this is directed towards you. So yeah,
I thought when I went over the last
this has
time,
nothing to do with anybody else from the Spill crew. This is all about Corey.
It
Now
did
I
say Spill crew.
want to be you.
It's been a while since I met this. Since I read this, I thought it was actually
Yeah.
more general, but
No, it's not.
It's
This guy's
not.
sucking dick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. I didn't-
Have fun sucking dick, kid. Yeah. You're a good dick sucker.
Nothing is sacred on this site.
No.
No, nobody gets out alive.
Well, I can hear you licking your lips right now, kid.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
We'll read one more.
Yeah.
The hell?
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see. I think
No, I'm glad that kid's happy. It's good to have
life.
it's good to have people you want to be.
No, you don't want to be me. I'm a pervert. Let's see, I'm looking for something here.
You don't want his problems.
Damn. Come on, it's got to be okay. Just some guy. This will be our last one.
Here we go.
Fuck my thoughts and leave a tip. No, we don't ever leave tips. Leave that tip up in your ass. Hey, my question is, what's the difference between exploitation tribute movies like Hobo with the Shotgun and something like Planet Terror or Machete? And what makes them good or bad? Me, I like Planet Terror and Machete because they're two fun movies that never stop. But I hate the ones like Hobo with a Shotgun where they're too stupid to handle. I tell you what, you might want to learn how to spell because
Yeah.
he spelled too stupid. When he said they're trying to say they're too stupid, he said THERETWO.
Oh man, that is yeah. I've been noticing that odd problem lately.
Y'all,
with some
come
of
on,
these.
y'all smart. I'm not a grammar Nazi at all, but
No.
come on, some of y'all got to know the difference between like
two and
T-O
two
and the number two spelled out.
or there, and there. Yeah.
Thanks for the thought fucking. You guys do a good job. Thank you very much.
That's interesting he said that because I mean, out of all those movies, honestly, Hobo with a Shotgun is
the one you like the most.
It was about as fun as the rest of those movies though, which
I
don't get that.
I don't see any difference.
Yeah,
actually. They're both.
I don't see it.
They're both parodies of action exploitation movies, like and hard R exploitation movies. So I don't, granted, one is more like a action film, and which would be Machete.
Yeah.
And one is the other is a horror film. If you take, and I guess Hobo with a Shotgun is sort of a vigilante film, so that's kind of an action film.
Well, Hobo and Machete almost could be the same fucking movie, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, they're about guys who just kind of take the law into their own hands against people who are violently corrupt.
Yeah, one's a little bit more outrageous than the other, but I mean, they're both outrageous in their own sense of the word outrageous as far as a conventional film.
There's not really any difference in between them besides maybe genre that they're poking fun at. Are they trying to mimic? Are they parodying? But I think it's just a matter of
taste.
A taste, yeah, whatever appeals to you in those particular movies. I mean, one person might be a big Danny Trejo fan and like that movie.
Yep.
Somebody else might like Planet Terror because it is horror and they like zombies.
The zombie thing.
Yeah, somebody might like, hey, I remember Rutger Hauer and it's cool to see him back. I like this, And I think that there are varying degrees. I would say Hobo with a Shotgun. Now, if you look at it, Hobo with a Shotgun, out of both those movies, Hobo with a Shotgun is the one that's probably the most cartoonish.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean,
that's more of like, I've always said this, and I'll keep saying it's more of like a trauma film than anything, which is very ridiculous and cartoonish to where it's like even the actors in the background are acting ridiculous because they know it's just that type of movie.
Yeah, and that movie has more of an anything goes kind of premise than maybe the other two movies. Like Machete stays within the confines of an action film. Now, again, a highly exaggerated, ridiculous action film, but with Hobo with the Shotgun, that movie didn't really stick to any kind of rules. It was like, okay, this starts out as a guy on a train who comes into town and starts taking revenge on the evil powers that be there.
The crime element.
Yeah, the crime boss is there. But then they bring in fantasy elements and horror movie elements, and they just don't really stay within any confines or rules that they feel bound to. So there's
no lines that can't be crossed in that film because I mean they cross a lot of them that are ridiculous, like blowing up fucking setting on fire a school bus with kids. It's like it's all there.
Well, I'm just thinking about
the ridiculousness of it.
Yeah, well, not to ruin anything. I mean, and I don't want to ruin anything for anybody, but there's a point where they introduce like characters that are supernatural characters and they're living in a place where they keep tentacled monsters and shit. It's just kind of like when you're watching movies, it's like, okay, they just don't give a fuck where this movie goes. I mean, it's that crazy.
Yeah.
Now, a movie like Planet Terror, which is part of Grindhouse, that movie more than like any of the other films is like with Hobo with a Shotgun and Machete. Again, you have a parody of a certain genre of film. Hobo with a Shotgun being more of that trauma film type of ridiculousness. Machete being the act. That's still an action film that they.
Yeah, they're trying to make some kind of coherent story with the trappings of an exploitation film.
And when they're concentrating, that the character is that movie. Now, they're trying to create like a almost, even though it's a parody of action films, they're trying to create a franchise with a new action hero.
Right.
Even though they're making fun of that genre. However, Planet Terror, which, by the way, you have two Robert Rodriguez films here, Planet Terror and Machete. Planet Terror seems to it's more self-aware than any of those other films because that's one where they went so far as to lay on very heavy the source material where they got this from, or the era where they got that from.
Yeah, they weren't afraid to like really put it out there as far as what films were influencing them to make this.
Well, I'm thinking even technically, like where they scratched the film.
Oh yeah,
they put in film pops. There's a point where it looks like the film burns, and so if you like that sort of self-reflexiveness and awareness, then maybe that's for you. But that might be annoying to you. I know a lot of people who watched it. Some people said, hey, this is really cool. I like pretending that this is a movie from the 70s that's aged, like it's an actual film reel that they found somewhere that's aged to the point it's scratched to hell.
Yeah, they were trying to recreate the experience of watching a shitty film in a shitty theater.
Yeah.
And one of those aspects is that, you're going to see film that's grainy, scratchy, and every once in a while it's going to burn. And the projectionist has to go and fix it.
Yeah.
Start the film
and then some
from
people,
where it ended. Yeah.
Yeah, and nobody's wrong or right. Some people just like, I don't want to watch a shitty film. I want to just show me a movie. This is cool. I actually,
which you're okay for thinking that. That's fine.
I like Planet Terror. I'm not a big fan of Grindhouse. I like Planet Terror, and I admire them. I admire them more than I like the movies. I did not like Death
Proof.
I did not like Death Proof at all. I liked some parts of it, like the car chase. I thought was amazing, but Death Proof. I don't even fucking get it. So,
no, that movie lost steam when Death Proof started because the thing is that Planet Terror got you in the mood, and then the trailers after Planet Terror still fit what they were doing, what their initial plan was, and then Tarantino, he had to go tell his jerk off story, I guess. But,
I'm not a huge.
But it took you out of the movie, and it just dragged.
Yeah, it just seemed.
But I do like the fact that they were conscious enough to do that because I tell you what, before that movie came out, I was geared. I was gung ho to see it because I'm like, oh, this is gonna be cool. I'm curious what they're gonna do. You can just tell you were going in hopes of a fun experience, you know, especially if you really knew what you were getting into. If you were a fan of what these guys were talking about, what they really wanted to try to bring.
Yeah. I don't think it was.
Fun,
I don't think it was successful all the way through.
No,
but it was fun. I admire them for trying. You know, I'm not one of those people that don't try, but I looking at it, I was one of those people where it's been a little bit too self-aware to me. I could actually do I could do with them pulling back on some of the gimmicks here, but but you know,
I thought the only film that managed to do that right was Black Dynamite, where I was like, wow, they achieved everything that those films tried to do, at least with the aesthetic look of it, you know, and even the storytelling, even though I think Black Dynamite could have been trimmed a bit too, you know.
Yeah, Black Dynamite could have been trimmed a bit, but I tell you what, I was watching that movie just like about 3 days ago, and I think that movie's like really growing on me now that I'm watching it at home, because I don't get me wrong, I liked the movie a lot before. I just said like, you know, it kind of near the end could have. It's the very end where this feels like, okay, y'all kind of lost focus here, but there's some funny fucking shit in that movie.
Oh no, that's hilarious.
And I looked at that and I was like, that's kind of what Grindhouse needed, you know.
Yeah.
And they for a long time they caught the look of that era, that 70s blaxploitation era, better than anything I've seen lately.
Oh yeah,
that was that movie
easily.
Fucking, it's amazing for about
watching that movie. I was like, why didn't this should have been the movie after Planet Terror?
It should have been
in those trailers easily.
Yeah. No, it was that was great.
This is the movie fucking Tarantino was trying to make at some point, you know.
Yeah, except that, you know, it didn't need to be, because it's Black Dynamite is what people who want to like do Airplane again these days don't know how to do.
Yeah.
Like there's a parts where Black Dynamite just didn't really, you know, wink at the camera. It just played through some ridiculous shit and just did it, and didn't really have to like say, hey, isn't this funny?
Yeah, they didn't have to break that fourth wall. And
no, they didn't.
Look what we're doing. You know, get it?
Yeah, exactly. No, that shit was funny, man. I was laughing hard.
Subtlety can go a long way sometimes, which a lot of filmmakers just forget about. You know,
like I forgot some scenes in there. Like they had that. Like Black Dynamite goes to a door and there's an old woman who answers. She's like, "There's no dude in here." She shuts the door on him, and then they cut to the inside of the house. He kicks that shit open. That old woman goes flying across the room. Dynamite! Yeah, Black Dynamite, man. I would love to see a sequel to that.
Yeah, well, they're making the cartoon now, so it
they already
like,
had that pilot episode, I think.
Did they? Okay,
yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I'm curious about it. I'm hoping it's as fun as the movie. You know, I hope it sticks around.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, Black Dynamite, boy. But yeah, if you those three movies are, you know, like this guy's right. They are very different. They are part of sort of the, I guess the same goal of what those movies were doing.
Like a throwback kind of
throwback,
to cinema. Yeah.
But the way they do it, they are doing it in different ways. And with knowing what you know, I mean, you know, it's either, you know, that there's something in there that's either going to like make you want to like, it's either going to appeal to you very much, you want to see it, or there's something that's just going to annoy you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, easily.
You know, do a revamp. Hobo with a shotgun. The ridiculousness, the aimlessness, and the cartoonishness of it might not. You might not like, but if you like trauma films, you know that's what they're all about, and you love them.
The one thing I always thought, like, if you're going to do something like that, I wish they'd actually go and take it even a step further, especially when these videos get released. Because obviously they come out on DVD, but like Hobo with a Shotgun, they honestly should have like had like a limited edition of VHS tapes that you can buy. You can buy that movie as a VHS tape, just take it home and, you know, watch it, or even have it as just a collector's item. That'd be fucking cool, you know, because that's the type of movie you remember seeing when you used to rent VHS tapes, you know, or buy VHS. You know, I wish somebody would do that someday with a film like that. If they're gonna try to do a throwback to something like that, like a exploitation film or something, you know, put that shit on VHS. I'll buy it. Fuck. You know,
if you want it for a collector's item, that's true.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, because I don't want no space in here just taking up. You know, I just got rid of all my VHS tapes. I ain't trying to.
Some of those I keep, man, because, you know, a lot of that shit still will never find its way to DVD or Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I hear what you mean. I just don't have anything to play that shit on.
Yeah.
So. Somebody said I just rejoined Spill after 2 years. Still good. Yeah, we can go nowhere, man.
Just rejoined Spill after 2 years. Wow, nice.
Hey, it's still
That's
good.
awesome. Still good. It still tastes good.
Still got its flavor. All right, that's it.
Yeah, I gotta write a letter to Corey. Tell him all about it. Yeah.
Which
That guy came back.
You know, I miss you. The Dark Knight.
Dedicated my entire life being just like you. That's nice.
Uh-oh. Somebody's having a problem with somebody on here.
Oh, boy.
All right. All right.
Hate is gonna hate. Love is gonna love. I don't even want none of the above.
Let's see what we can do here. All right, then. All right, people.
Be nice, kids. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Don't
pretty much
yeah.
really mean another saying. Just tell somebody to be nice. All right, I got to go do some sheriffing.
That's right. Yeah, you gotta go
All
do
right.
some internet patrolling.
Yeah, let's go.
All
ahead
right.
and
Well,
get
hey, it was a
out of
fun show as always.
here. It was, sir.
Good times.
That was like good times. All right, y'all. We getting out of here.
We will see you jerks next week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have fun partying.
Good evening.
Yes.
Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper!